her dad. I believe he's the lead singer of the Coldplay cover band. And let me tell you something that he doesn't realize. I watched him perform at a bar, and this gentleman was held in awe by every single comedian that was in that room. This man is truly an icon in comedy. All right? Please welcome the Uber driver to the stars, Mr. Fraser Smith.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Let's have a hand for Anne Marie.
Yeah.
And like her, I am not bitter. Yeah, man, Panic in Detroit, that's my shit.
There you go.
Thanks, guys. Well, those are my actual credits. I have been fired from every radio station, some of them twice. It's got a K in front of it. I've been fired from it. And good to see you guys here tonight. Got to put my glasses on. $20 at Rite Aid. Okay, well, how about a hand for Player? They were great, weren't they? Yeah. Well, it was in the early 80s where we were more concerned with cocaine than carbs. I don't know what I was doing in Orange County, but I heard a great DJ on an OC radio station called KZY. And I was working at KLOS, and I knew they were looking to hire somebody, so I told our program director about this awesome DJ, Rita Wilde. And he said, don't worry, we already have her on our radar. And soon after, Rita was hired at the legendary LA Rocker 95.5 KLOS, which turned out to be a great move for both parties. Throughout the 80s, Rita brought her unique talents to Los Angeles and the airwaves, becoming one of the most influential rock radio DJs, and someone who was respected by both artists and listeners alike for her passionate love for the music, knowledgeable presentation, and willingness to break new artists back when you could actually break a new artist. Rita knew the music so well that she became music director at KLOS, where she was able to introduce talented new performers like Johnny Lang, Dishwalla, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and years later, iconic Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash approached Rita and told her how important she'd been in helping to get GNR off the ground. In 1999, Rita was given the job of program director at KLOS, a position she held for over a decade, which in radio, that's a miracle, right? And she presided over some of the greatest LA DJs like Bob Coburn, Jim Ladd, Cynthia Fox, J.J. Jackson, just to name a few. She also became the producer of the famed Mark and Brian Show, a landmark program where there's Mark or Brian, one of them out there, and she had to learn to deal with the slings and arrows of morning radio, like the time she was forced to endure getting an on-air tattoo after losing a bet to Mark and Brian, those weasels. Rita's also known for being a huge fan of the Orange County sports teams, a longtime love affair with the Rams, Ducks, and Angels. As a Detroit Tigers fan, someone has to do it, right, guys? There's the other three. I remember attending an Angels-Tigers game, and there on the mound, representing KLOS and throwing out the first pitch was Rita Wilde. She threw a strike, too, so I kept thinking, why don't the Tigers sign her? It's better than any of their pitching staff. Rita was also known for being the writer and producer and the voice of the popular KLOS Rock Report, a favorite feature in local radio here. And recently, Rita approached Dave Bestie of the breakout band Rival Sons after saying what a big fan she was of the band. She was told, oh no, we're big fans of yours. And a lot of the rock bands feel that way about her, both famous and almost famous. 37 years later, she's still going strong, appearing most recently at 103.1 The Sound, which is a great station, and now back home once again at KLOS, doing it with the same passion and excitement as she always has. Because for Rita, it was always about the music, a feeling she presented over the airwaves, not from Wikipedia, but from her heart. So I give you Rita Wilde, a legendary radio broadcaster, and most importantly, a true champion of rock music. If only she wasn't a Ducks fan. You can't have everything, right? Here she is, the great Rita Wilde. Yeah, Penny.
Thank you, Fraser Smith. Fraser didn't announce that he's still on the radio on KLOS, so I just followed him again. He was there the first time I got there. He's such a funny guy, does a lot of comedy, so make sure that you check him out at some of the comedy clubs. And make sure that you check him out tonight on the radio, 11 o'clock. Is that right, friends? Yeah. Thank you, friends. I want to say thank you to the boards, Tommy Nass, Cindy, Sandy, for allowing me to get this. I thought I was going to get like a little statue, but I'm getting like a gold record, man. This is pretty awesome. Want to thank all the musicians who I'm sharing this honor with tonight. To be on the same stage as many of these people really does something to me, because it's like, this is the music that I listened to, that I loved, that I was passionate about, and to be able to share this space is just amazing. Some of my mentors, I want to say thanks to Dave Foreman, Bill Summers, Tommy Hadges, Bob Coburn, one of my favorite radio DJs of all time, Jim Ladd, Steve Downs, and Mary Turner, even so I never got to work with Mary Turner, but she was such a pioneer and such an inspiration to me. The one thing that's really important to me is my teammates, because I am nothing without the people who I work with. And I have several people with me tonight. Ted Lucas, former producer for Mark and Brian, Mike Vogel, Nick Kaplan, got J.D. Daniels, who's on the air, and of course Fraser Smith, and just want to say thank you so much. Whatever you do in life, do it with passion. These days it's nice to have integrity and dignity, and just sometimes a smile is something that everyone can use, and you can make somebody else's day by doing that. I'm so blessed, I'm so grateful, I'm so honored. Thank you so much.